is some of my pumpkins I had to harvest early because the vines have been attacked by vine borers, and I'm letting them cure on the porch rail. My loquat tree's growing really well. I had to take out the German pink tomato because it had already done everything it was going to do. The fig tree will be coming out late fall and planted in the very back of the property. I know it's a big tree. We're going to take the top out and just plant the roots, and it'll come back. Got some beautiful peppers here, chocolate peppers. I haven't let them get to the chocolate stage before I've been making salsas and stuff with them. But I'm curious to see what chocolate peppers look like. And this Thompson seedless grape turned out to be a scuppernong vine. Good scuppernongs, but not grapes. And all the old pumpkin vines have been destroyed, taken out by the road for the truck to pick up. And these are all new vines growing here. Our weather don't get cold here till middle December if you're lucky and you want cold weather, which I prefer the cold weather. This is a tisserary vine that came off one of the old vines, and undoubtedly the vine borers weren't so crazy over this one. Strange looking pumpkin, looks more like a gourd, but some of the pumpkins that I harvest off this very vine is on the back porch. So here's the brother to that one. See the difference? They were open pollinated, so your guess is as good as mine. Look what some big old beautiful leaves back here close to this compost piles. And two, they're being shaded. I have some Cherokee tan in those bags and some Seminole pumpkins. I thought I'd put something in, and some cantaloupe. Thought I'd put something in that the vine borers weren't so crazy about, because we have two crops of vine borer moths in the south. Those would be the Seminoles over there. This one is a peanut shell pumpkin. I'm just waiting to see if the vine borers attack it like they did the first peanut shell pumpkin vine. This also is Seminoles. Still got their baby leaves, which need to come off because they're looking sickly, and I don't want them to pass it on to the... Having a problem now with the humidity being so high, this powdery mildew, and I've been treating it with fungicidal soap and peroxide, and it seems to have helped the younger plants, kept them from getting it as bad as the older plants. But that's supposed to be a Seminole squash. Looks more like a butternut to me, but I bought it on eBay as a Seminole, and the man swears it is, so we'll take his word for it until we see. See this powdery mildew? It's not spread any farther at the vine since I started treating it. And what I use is a prevention, not a cure. Once the leaves get it, they've got it. Unless you want to use some kind of fungicide that I don't really want to eat and don't want to feed to my family. Got a small cantaloupe right there that may or may not ever make it to maturity. My watermelons didn't do so good. They got about the size you see on this cart, on these plates, and the vines died. but the watermelon itself is ripe and as sweet as it can be. I won't do them in a pot anymore. If I plant any more watermelons, they'll be in the ground. And the strawberries, didn't get a lot of strawberries off from them this year, but I was told that your second year is always the best year for your strawberry plants. They made a lot of new plants. And still got a lot of them I need to transplant out of those pots. Thinking about making me a tower. But I don't know. My son has had problems mowing the grass with all my stuff out here. He may or may not let me do this again. I may have to move back to my old hometown and in my own place. But then, if I do that, I'll have a landlord that probably won't let me do it again either. Okay, that's it. I know it's been a long time since I posted anything, but there wasn't anything really to post. I've already made some pumpkin pies. My son's has enjoyed too. And let me tell you, folks, you can't buy anything that tastes as good as those homemade ones. They just don't come any better. And I may lose this Hubbard, and I may lose that Hubbard. See that spot right there? It's looking awfully iffy. This one is a Gerardale, and I think it'll be okay. No. This one right here is a Thai pumpkin. And that, of course, is a butternut. Last year, and this is the Dickinson pumpkin right here. Last year I had Dickinson pumpkins 3 times that size. Planted them in the ground. Vine borers didn't find them until they'd already gotten a lot bigger, but they did eventually find them. Okay, hope everybody had a good growing season. And since I'm in South Alabama, we have 2 growing seasons. And hopefully I'll get some more pumpkins off those vines back there before December. And next month it'll be time to plant all the brassicas. So check back now and then. You might find a nice surprise. Goodbye.